I heard the leg like snap.
Yeah.
Like it was disgusting. And
the controversy in the situation between Elzinga and Wingfield, a massive brawl breaking out. Wingfield having his leg broken in severe ways, potentially career ending. And I want to sort of pull on that a little bit, talk about that situation that happened, because obviously this all comes down to a rematch between Elzinga and Wingfield. You also have, obviously, a couple other important people in the documentary. You've got Roman Endure, who gets a 20-game suspension as a result of that initial brawl. But that brawl, I think, happened in 2004, and the rematch didn't happen as shown in the documentary until 2005, right?
Yes.
At that time, wasn't Endure on Kalamazoo?
So, yeah. So, we had 2 seasons, and the documentary, because of the time restraints, it almost like
makes it seem like one.
It almost looks like just one season.
Yes.
And yes. So you're right. So Kalamazoo was in, I think, Western Conference, I'll say. So we only played them during the regular season twice, once there,
right.
Once here. And our first year, the funny thing is Brent Gretzky was Winger's line mate. Brad Wingfield was on Brent Gretzky's line. And, I'll never forget it. Winger gets hurt, and, it was just, I cannot even describe to you, like, it's a small arena. I heard the leg like snap.
Yeah.
Like it was disgusting. And, what happened was, you're right. Room and Ender, the rest of the game was going off on Kalamazoo. What happened, year 2, because of the veteran rules and you need so many rookies and this and that, Rumen, unfortunately, was a casualty just to, different things. And they ended up bringing Rumen in that second year. Kalamazoo brought in Rumen just for that weekend,
Wow.
Maybe they thought he'd be like, I don't know, a peace treaty type of guy or something. But I remember seeing Rumen before the game and going up saying hi to him. And, he's like, listen, I told these guys, you know what? I mean, I have my role and stuff, but I'm not going to stop Winger from, if they cross paths, I'll do my best to protect them if it gets too out of line, but he's got to answer for it. And, you know what? I give Elzinga a lot of credit. And
yeah.
He could have sat that game out. They could have. But you know what? I'll give him credit that he went out there, and it was just a crazy time.
You ruin your reputation. It's a hockey thing, okay?
Yes.
You got to answer the bell, or you're that's the end of it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't respond to something that everybody knows, when something happens one game, you're going to have to answer the bell the next game, or you're going to be called a chicken, or you lose your respect amongst the league. So, good for him. He came back. It was a hell of a fight.
And I tell people, listen, I don't, things happen. What he did, what was dirty, but hey, things happen. You don't like to see it, but I give him credit. He did answer the bell. I mean, because trust me, he didn't have to come to Danbury if he didn't want to. We only played them once, twice, and then subsequently we play them in the finals. So, weird stuff, but it was crazy times.
It's amazing, because I was trying to put, because I noticed at a certain point that the timeline of the documentary didn't quite line up with the 2 seasons, and here's a little kind of a surprise, or a little special cookie in the episode. Go back and watch it. In one of the last scenes of the second brawl between your team and Kalamazoo, Danbury and Kalamazoo, there's a small fragment of a scene when Wingfield is going to skate off ice, and Endure goes up to him to try to grab him as though he's engaging in a fight. Like, maybe you went too far. Maybe I've got to show my team that I'm working. Maybe the coach said, hey, we're paying you. You got to do something. They didn't end up engaging, but if you pay close attention, you can see Endure on the other team in that scene, which I found pretty fascinating.
Yeah, that's that's funny. Yeah, it's, but yeah, you're right. I remember the documentary producer saying, it's a shame we only have one episode, because we have to kind of piece it all together. Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed this clip from the Sign Off Podcast. Full episodes are available every single Thursday on any podcast platform you use and YouTube. So make sure to like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and we will see you next Thursday.